Hello and welcome to Brentai's Gaming Paradise. I am Brentai and I am going to be taking you through on a little look at Albion Online. Albion Online, for those who don't know, is a 3D sandbox MMORPG. And for those who aren't quite aware of what a sandbox game is, there is basically no story. So there's no overarching story that pushes you through the game. You do whatever you want. Take your character, be a miner, be a warrior, do whatever and make your own way in the game. This game is being produced by Sandbox Interactive and boasts some pretty cool features. It's being claimed as the first true cross-platform game. It's going to be available on Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS and Android, so that means you can play it on all your smartphones and tablets or on your PCs or whatever you want to play it on. Okay, so I'm just going to go and create a character now. It is currently in its summer alpha test 2015. As you can see, I can only choose human, so I'm going to pick a human, pick a face. What do I want to be? I'll go with him. Okay, so graphics aren't amazing. This doesn't, boast massive graphics as part of its key selling features. It will be available on all platforms, as I said, so it needs to be able to run on anything, anywhere. It is also in alpha, so there is plenty of change to come. Very minor changes there. It doesn't really matter too much what I do with him, so I am just going to leave him as he is and carry on. Okay, logging in. For those of you who are regular MMO players and are quite used to doing this kind of thing, you will have just noticed that there was no class selection. I didn't pick a class. I'm not specifically a warrior or anything at the moment. I am just a person running around in my underwear. So there are a few basic quests in the game. These will, I have no players to invite, these will help you just kind of get through the initial starting point. It tells me down here, beginner wood gatherer, so gather 3 wood and some rough logs, so I'm assuming I just go and hit a tree. Yep, just like Minecraft, go and punch the tree, get some wood, and that is me getting wood. Now, as I said about the classes earlier, this game lets you be whatever you want when you want to be it, so dependent on whatever you equip is what you are. If I go and craft myself some armour, some shield, a big sword, I will be a warrior in effect. Or if I go and craft myself a robe and a staff or anything like that, then I will be some form of mage or spellcaster. Or if I really want to, I'll go and equip myself with loads and loads of heavy armour and a staff and be a really massive tanky spellcaster. Do whatever I want, really. I don't even have to do that if I don't want to. I could just go and mine stuff or cut down trees, which is what I'm currently doing with my bare hands. Now, this alpha is open to all players, but the only catch is you have to sign up and become a founder, which means you have to pay. You get some perks for signing up and becoming a founder. There are some basic perks, just getting a founder's title saying you were a founder of the game, all the way up to the legendary pack, which starts you with tier 3 gear, a house, a horse, a mule, lots of clothing, armour, all kinds of things. So I have a perk here, welcome founder, and here we go, it gives me some clothes. So I am going to go and equip these if I can work out how to pick up the items. Yes, 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 I do want those. Right, close this mail. What is the next one? We've unlocked your founder rewards, including your gold reward. Okay, so I should have some gold at some point. Founder's furniture. Well, I get a little plaque. Yeah, that's my certificate. Grants an increase to maximum carry capacity. Must be placed inside. Okay. And I get a little spyglass. I don't know what that is. what it's for. Explorer's certificate and explorer's looking glass. Okay, I imagine it's for some kind of exploring. Right, well that will do that, and I will equip my clothes so my guy is no longer running around naked. Right, now I'm running around like a pirate. Yarr. I have some abilities on the side. Self-heal, turn invisible, and run really quick, which is handy. So, I need to gather some rough stone now. It's my quest. Okay, let's pick this up. Rough stone. So, as I said earlier, you are whatever you wear. The higher the level of the equipment that you are equipping yourself, in effect, is the higher it is the way that you raise your level up yourself. So you don't raise your character's level by doing quests or killing monsters or anything like that. That's not going to make you level up your character like it would do in any other game. Instead, what it's going to do is absolutely nothing. I think there are a few quests that they're planning to put in just to allow you to increase some stats on your character. These stats are there just to help you get through some of the tougher areas of the game. So the better resources that you can collect, the better wood, the better ore, the better stone, all that kind of stuff, they are going to be found in the higher level areas, which have harder monsters and are going to be a little bit more challenging for you. So you've got to work your way through getting all of your equipment, getting your equipment leveled up to bring your player level up to make you strong enough to be able to go into the higher level areas so that you can equip yourself with even more high level stuff. Okay, I've got lots of stone. I need to craft something. I don't know how to craft anything. I imagine that there will be a town somewhere and that will let me craft something. So let's just have a run around, see if I can find a town. I currently have no weapons and most armour is probably quite poor. It's asked me to craft a skinning knife as well, so I must be able to go and skin stuff with that. Here we go. So, weapons. Beginner sword. Craft. I haven't defined the spell slots, so let's have a look. What do I want this sword to be able to do? 15% on magic and physical armour. 10% gain energy. Generates more threat. So that'll be for the tanky players. More energy. Okay, well I'm going to make myself have a bit more energy. Craft this weapon here. So the fact that your level is based on whatever the gear that you're wearing, this will pose a little bit of a challenge if you get killed. Because in effect, if you get killed, you're going to drop all of your gear, go back to a checkpoint, and then you are going to be a level 1 player. I can't see if this armour is better than the hat I am wearing. So all the items I have on are tier 2, because they've got a little 2. These are tier 1, so I imagine that this gear is going to be better, and it is. Yeah, that gear's a lot better. Some of the other features that you can find in this game is player housing. Player housing is non-instant, so it will be there for everyone to be able to see, but the houses are very, very expensive. I still haven't crafted that skinning knife, have I? So you can work together. It's, you know, resources from anybody. They can come and help you build your house up. That house then gives you a nice little checkpoint, place for you to store items, and just a little place to call your home and put up all of your conquests and victory banners and everything else in there. So, right, I can now skin him because I've got a skinning knife. So I should probably go and craft all the tools really, just to let me do whatever I want. Oh, I don't have the resources. Right, so I'm going to have to carry on farming. There is going to be plenty of PvP in this game. Most of the high level resources that you're going to want to get are going to be in open PvP areas, so you're going to get attacked by people. Watch out for that. You can conquer zones, you and your guild. You can go and take over territory, control territory as a guild, and defend it from other people. You can take over cities and towns, and anybody who has a house in that town or city, they have to actually pay your guild taxes. I think you can set the tax rates and everything like that, but for those taxes your guild has to protect that city or town from attack. You can have up to 20 versus 20 in PvP guild battles, which is where you take 20 of your finest against 20 of their finest and battle over who gets to keep control or take control of the area. It could be a zone, it could be a town, a city, anywhere. You can engage in just open PvP. It doesn't have to be the 20 versus 20. You can go off and just start as a little group if you're going rounds and attacking people, if that's what you want to do. This game is very open. It lets you do whatever you want, really. Be a good guy, be a bad guy, be a specialist double-handed sword crafter if that's what you want to do. The devs are advertising that you can specialise all the way down to being just someone who specifically crafts really, really good helmets or really, really good swords, armour, any piece of individual item. Now this is a very player focused game, so anything you get in-game is crafted by players. There is no storekeepers that are going to give you really good shields and really good swords or anything like that. If you want a really good shield or a really good sword, you have to go to an auction house. I think they're called auction houses in this game, and you have to buy one that's been crafted from a player. Or if you know of players who are really, really good at crafting that specific item that you want to level yourself up with, you will go and speak to them and ask them to craft you a sword and arrange payment and all that kind of stuff. The game on release will be free to play. You won't have to purchase the game, you won't have to pay monthly subscriptions or anything like that. But there will be an in-game cash store as per all free to play games, because the developers have to make some kind of money, and in that cash store you will be able to buy leveling perks, cosmetic items to make your player look nice, and you can even buy in-game currency such as gold. Not so much requiring at the lower levels, but when you get higher and higher and you want to be buying those incredibly amazing items, you are going to want that. So I have seen a little bandit over there. I'm going to go over here and attack him. Here we go, I've clicked him, I'm attacking him. What does this do? I can't remember. Turns invisible, I don't need that. Giving him a good hack there with my sword. He's going down pretty quickly. I'm not losing too much life, so that's all good. I should hope not. I'm in level 2 gear. This is a starter zone, so he should be a lower level than me. And there we go, I've got some loot. I've got a little bit of silver and no tax because I'm not in a taxable area, so nobody owns this zone. I don't have to pay them any fees for being here. My health looks okay, but I am going to push R and heal myself up a little bit before I go and attack this next guy. You can do all the normal stuff in this. If you want to, you can group up big dungeons, big raids, all that kind of stuff. They're all in open world. I don't think they are too instanced. You can beat any other player who runs in there. It's not just going to be specific to you. So you can all get in there and help on the really, really big bosses and build that community up. Or if you're that kind of player, you can get yourself geared up with some top level gear, go to the lower level dungeons where players are... Oh, what is that? Level 2 gear, yeah, that's... Oh, I have to unlock this reward to wear that item. That's not very good. So, I don't know how to unlock those yet. Novice's weapon usable. So, I can't do anything here yet. I'm assuming it will tell me once I get to that level. But I want to pick it up and put it in my bags for later. It's pretty easy to kill now. Okay, so just to show you a little bit more of the game, I'm going to stop doing the farming and just run around, see if I can find a main town or city. I don't know if you noticed, but in my inventory page it does give me a weight limit there, and I'm coming close to 90%. The more weight I carry, I'm going to start getting encumbered, and it's going to slow me down. You can get around this with bag updates, which allow you to carry more before you get encumbered, and also by getting yourself, crafting yourself as it were, an ox. Oh, and here we go into the next place. Oxes allow you to carry huge amounts of goods. You can ride them, and you can go and farm your merry way to get tons of resources to power yourself up and get nice and high level. Okay, so here we go. Here is a town, an obvious town. There are lots and lots of players doing things. There is a blacksmith, there is, if I just have a look on the map there is somewhere to store my loot. Now, I have played in one of the earlier alphas. I played in the winter alpha of 2014, and I know from that wherever you stash your goods in a city, that is where they stay. They stay in that chest in that city. And if you move on to another city and go to whoever the store owner is there, you won't get any of your items back. You have to go to the city where you stored them in order to get them. Some people like to ferry their goods in between cities, so they get themselves a big ox like that, put all of their gear in there, and then move it to whoever is the store person at the next city. I keep calling them store persons. I don't actually know what he's called. Let's go click on him and see what it is called. A bank. There you go. Your bank. There's probably loads of you now screaming at the screen and saying, "You complete idiot." Of course it's called a bank. Now this guy's got a little explanation mark above his head. So he has got a quest for me. What does this do? The king has designed a substitution. Court wizards complaining about short time. I need to craft some novice robes, some novice cloth, yada yada yada. Return here, and I get some rewards. I get some silver, I get some good standing points, and I get a royal sigil. And there's another one over there to get something else. Okay. Right, so that is all I think I need to show and tell you about what Albion Online is. So I am going to end this video very shortly, and instead I'm going to go do a little bit of extended play on my Twitch stream. So if you would like to check that out, my Twitch stream is www.twitch.tv/Brentai9, and that is the number 9, not the word 9. Thank you all for watching, and hope to see you again soon. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check me out on Twitch in the evenings. Thank you very much, and see you soon.